Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start a new series of learning for the software engineering. I am Prerna Agarwal, Assistant Professor at GEMS Institute, Greater Noida, affiliated from IP University. So, today's subject is software engineering, and today we are going to learn about what is or introduction to software engineering. So the topics that I'll be covering today is meaning of the subject, what will be achieved when we'll complete the syllabus, what is the need or the purpose of the subject, why this subject is important, why this subject is taught in third year and not before, and unit wise brief introduction. So, what is basically a software engineering? So, the software engineering word comprises of two words. First, it's the software, and second is the engineering. So, as we all know, softwares help us in development and building of computer system softwares and application softwares. The software which we are using on our systems to ease our work, that is basically a software. And engineering is to model a particular system. Model means how to design a particular system. Question number 2. What will be achieved when you complete the entire subject? Once the subject is completed, you can work as a software analyst, the one who prepare the SRS, the one who is able to complete the whole subject. What is the need, purpose of the subject? The purpose of this subject is to get an efficient, accurate software with less bugs and errors. Why the subject is being taught in third year? Because in the previous year you have learned the coding part, and now you have to learn how to design a software. Coding is just a very small part. Unit-wide introduction will include prototype model, designing, implementation and testing. Software engineering. Today I'll be covering the software crisis, my methods, evolution and status. So, firstly, why we got the term software engineering? Why we introduced the subject software engineering? So, for this, we need to understand the concept of software crisis. So, software crisis is a term used in early days of computer science for difficulty of writing useful and efficient computer program in the required time. The software crisis were due to the rapid increase in computer power and the complexity of the problem that could never be tackled. The basic problem of software crisis, if I tell you about, is whenever we are designing any software, we are not able to check whether it is performing to the requirement of the client or not. So what is happening is every year the power of computer is increasing rapidly, due to which a software is getting obsolete very soon. The software is getting obsolete very soon. So the problem of developing a new software is coming up every year, due to which a large portion of software are getting eradicated from the market very soon. Now, the reasons for software crisis is increasing demand. Every year, the demand capacity is increasing. Complexity is increasing. Challenges in the terms of design is increasing. The method is changing everywhere. And The workforce is also getting changed. Now, if you look at this diagram, we have same workforce, we have same methods, we have same tools, but the demand, complexity, challenges are getting increased day by day. The causes of software crisis are the cost of owning and maintaining software is getting expensive day by day. At the time, projects were running overtime, due to which project were running overtime. At the time, software were inefficient, they were not able to perform. The quality of software was low. Software often did not meet the requirement what the user want. We are not able to give them exactly what they want. The average software project overshoots its schedule by half. At the time, software was not delivered. For preventing software crisis, we need to budget our software. The quality should be high, less time needed for software project, experienced team is required and software must be delivered on time. In US, 250 billion is spent every year and on application development, out of which 140 billions is waste because projects are abandoned or they are revoked. They are not needed by the user. This was a standard that was being published in 1996. Now, we have learned what is basically the software crisis. The software crisis is occurring because of a demand, because of the tools, inefficient tools, or the complexity is increasing, or the user want something to be there every year. So there are some myth. These are known as software myth. Once we write a program, what we think as a developer, once we have written the program, our job is done. No, once we have written the code, we have just done something 60 to 80%, but rest of the outcomes or the failure or the bugs will be dependent on the code when we are going to run it. Second myth, until I get the program running, I have no way of assessing its quality. Yes, I told you the same thing. We cannot assess the quality of the software until it is properly completed. And the third is software engineering will make us create a voluminous and unnecessary documents and will be invariably slow us down. Yes, software engineering gives us the documentation part in the last level, which is basically the unwanted creation, unwanted efforts. So we need to reduce our work for better delivery. Few terms that I want to discuss before starting off the subject. What is a program and what is a product? So program is something which is small in size, product is in large. Program himself is the user is the sole owner, whereas in the product large number of users are using. Program, there is a lack of proper interface, whereas in product we have a team of developers. Program we have lack of documentation, in product we have a proper well documented manual. It is an ad hoc development, it is a systematic development. Ad hoc means it is going the way we want. It is a systematic means we need to follow all the steps while doing it. I hope till then I am clear to everyone. Now, a more confusing term that is coming up is what is software programming and software engineering? Are they same or different? No, they are not same. Software programming and software engineering are different. So let us learn about software programming. The process of translating a problem from physical environment into a language that a computer can understand is software programming. So if I want to design an ERP in which I want to store the attendance of my students, so that is a physical environment problem. When I am coding the same, that is a computer which is able to understand. Whereas in the case of software engineering, there are a team of developers with multiple roles. complex system, indefinite lifespan. There are numerous stakeholders, and the maintenance account of for over 60% of the developing cost. Now, the software engineering includes the maintenance, which is basically the important part of the designing. So, now what is a software? Software is a set of items or objects that forms a configuration that include programs, document, and data. Software consists of instructions that are given to the computer, data structures that we are using to store the data, and the most important part that is being given here is the documentation or the manual through which we are able to access our product. What is a software? What are the characteristics? It is malleable, means it can be shaped according to the needs. It is having human intervention. It is intangible. It is very difficult to measure. It is very complex. It is using the hardware. Software doesn't wear out. It gets obsolete. It gets deteriorated. It is a very rigorous process. Software had discontinuous operational nature. Now, the features of the software. I would like to explain this with the help of this diagram or the chart. In this, it is saying on the y-axis I am showing the failure rates, and on the x-axis I am showing the time. So it says at the initial time the failure rate is high, and as we go on the failure rate decreases and the time increases. But this is actually not happening. What is happening is in the initial time we have the high failure rate. There comes a point where the failure rate suddenly increases due to the changes in the environment, like the updates or some other effects or the change in requirement. So we try to decrease those failure with time, and again there are point came when the failure rate increases. So we need to make changes. So this how the curve is actually going on, and a time will come when the failures will start going to increase the system again. Now, there are some of the definitions of the software engineering. The application of systematic, disciplined, quantified approach to develop operational and maintenance of software, that is application of engineering and software. Second, this was given by Somavilla. Software engineering in concert with the theories, methods, tool for developing, managing, evolving a software product. So we already have a software product. We are developing, managing, and evolving the software product based on our given content. So the software engineering is study of software processes, development principle, technique, and notations. Goals: production of quality software delivered on time. It should be within the budget. It should satisfy the customer requirement. Software engineering is a layered approach. What do you mean by layered approach? It has got tools, method, process model, and quality. So we are using the tools. On the tools, we are using the methods. We are using a particular process model, and quality is being focused. Next is software process. So software process is basically including the communication, planning, modeling, construction, and deployment. These tools are going regularly. I'll be continuing with the same in my next few lectures. Thank you.